this is exhausting.
Sorry, it's my bad.
You're the one who never exercised. Speaking of things we haven't done...
No wonder you were so enthusiastic about it.
We deserve to treat ourselves. What do you think? How about we have a meal somewhere nearby when we're done?
Okay. And...
Hooray! You're the best! Why is the signal so weak?
What's wrong, Belle?
Don't tell me it's broken.
Are you hurt?
Belle! Belle! Are you okay? Are you injured?
I'm okay. Have we met somewhere before?
Have we?
Sorry, I think we've mistaken you for somebody else.
Juyuan, Qingyi, thank you so much for your help this afternoon.
Don't mention it. Keeping citizens safe is our duty as public security officers, and we're thankful.
Any news on how the drug...
It's nice of you to ask, but don't worry. Every problem has a solution. Well,
It's getting late. Why don't you two
Thanks again for your help, you two.
If you pass by 6th Street in the future...
so you live on 6th Street.
Oh, what do you mean?
Hold on, Qingyi. Being vague could give the wrong... Here, take a look at this.
Public Security Safety Award.
Our inspector has temporarily assigned us to... We'll be holding a big safety lecture here. The two of us will be visiting nearby neighborhoods and
I see. Welcome to...
Thanks. Please, keep the questionnaire.
See you again soon.
So, public security officers will be visiting 6th Street. By the way, there's something...
What a coincidence. I want to discuss that too.
Let's head home first. All right, we can find about Juyuan and after Bellabog called PubSec in the... You were disguised as Eos at the...
Good thing I didn't give us away.
We might bump into them again soon, so we should...
Fairy, could you
Yes, Master. I found the footage you require.
Thanks for your cooperation. Earlier today, then, you were attacked by an unknown monster right here. Is this the faulty bamboo?
Yes, but, I'm not sure why, but something feels different about this bamboo.
Wait a sec, Qingyi. Saying things like that in front of the person filing the report, let's put aside how they ended up in the hollow. Seems like Bellabog Industries has come across something quite...
Absolutely. I don't remember seeing it. Let me take a closer look at it. Looks like there's something inside the crystal.
Don't touch that! All non-forensic officers are prohibited from handling evidence without proper authorization. Besides, it's too risky, even if you've undergone corrupt...
Inspector, the crime scene is...
Where's that ferocious monk?
I mean, the dangerous criminal.
It-
Oh, you two are in charge of the scene. Here come two elites of our criminal and bring the suspect over. Get my good side when you take the picture. I need it for the headlines tomorrow.
Inspector, the
Huh? So it was just...
No, Inspector. It had some peculiar characteristics.
Hold on. You see now, Juyuan. If we reveal the presence of an unknown monster in the public...
Rest assured, we've
What? It's being given to hand? I mean, you did the right thing. Still, let our forensics team handle the evidence collection. You two have always been my trusted aides. So I have a very important task.
It's clearly a very unique etheractive being. Yet, Inspector, at least he didn't say no to giving... Oh, now I get it. What's so special about this summit?
Fairy, are you able...
I'm running a search on Keep given the recent surge in major incidents within the city this month and aiming to safeguard urban security while enhancing public awareness to provide citizens with practical Mr. Bringer, along with the other officers.
So, it's not just Inspector. You hear that, Wise? What do you think about this summit?
We don't have anything going on right...
Okay, it's just we'll tell Jiyuan and Qingyi we'd like to attend the event.
Criminal cases have been rampant. We'll be holding a seminar at the Lumina branch soon. Please come and join us.
A public security event? It was somewhat reminiscent. Oh, it's a shame public... Of course, while fine wines develop into richer experience, so to prevent the coffee beans at my shop from facing a...
Mr. Enzo, according to our data, you're running a remote...
Well, hey, it's not often I get a... Unfortunately, my
Huh, I understand.
Good morning, Juyuan.
Good morning, Wise.
Here are our questionnaires.
Wonderful. If it weren't for you...
Qingyi, that's blunt.
So what? It's the truth. Besides, it...
Yeah, right. But how come nobody on 6th Street...
Is there anything we can do to help?
Now that you mention it, there is something I'd like to... Some of the residents on 6th Street only registered their names, but didn't fill in their ad...
Oh, let me see. Asha, General Chop... Spike should be one of our members.
How about we help you take the questionnaires to them?
That's a good idea. 6, if it's a neighbor who brings them the question...
Oh, we wouldn't want to trouble...
No worries. It's...
Juyuan, since they're willing...
Okay, thank you. Really.
Hello, Eyes. Some customers mentioned you were...
So, you already know.
One of the Anyway, please tell the officers I have other things to tend to that day.
I knew it. And after I told Ju Yuen and...
Oh, have...
Yeah. Asha...
Is there something going on?
It's no big secret. It's just... Do you two know who the guy on the question...
Isn't that Inspector Bringer?
Then have either of you heard of the...
I've never heard of it.
Well, for a while back then, that's what... Before the fall of the old cap... After being promoted from the... Then, he went missing in a hollow during a rescue mission. But just when everyone thought he was done for, he miraculously made it back out. Just like that, he became known as the Hollow Hero. He was then transferred to the HQ in Janus Quarter and quickly advanced to the ranks over the years.
That's a pretty inspiring story.
It used to be, but these days, people say the Hollows have drained the Hollow Hero of all his courage. Now, Bringer presents himself as a hard worker, but we older residents can see through it. He's just putting on an act in front of the cameras. What's more, in recent years, he's clearly been cozying up to Tops. He's implemented a number of measures under the guise of benefiting the public, but it's those big corporations that benefit in the end. He's aiming for commander of Janus Quarter in the upcoming municipal election, launching a safety campaign right now, even putting his own image on the questionnaire. His motives are pretty clear, don't you think?
Sounds like Inspector Bringer is...
Exactly.
Thanks for telling us all this, General Chop.
I'm just sorry I can't be of help this time around.
Well, we visited all the neighbors. It might be awkward, but it's probably time we go back and tell Ju Yuen and Qingyi the news.
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Hey, easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct. I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. But then I remembered, the inspect not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
Mm-hmm. If Bringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops. And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, someone's coming.
Sorry. Are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go?
We gave them the questionnaire, but they all happened to be busy on that day. Sorry for not being very helpful.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here, too. Then, Chingy and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good. You didn't go. Oh.
General Chop, did you run all the way here? What?
It's hard to explain, but just now.
A crime.
Great. Please.
Wise, let's go see what's going on.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument...
Sir, caught in the act.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're
Officers, you're finally here. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I'd finished the delivery. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and...
Look, Wise, isn't that Bamboo Give Change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bamboo. I'm sure it opened my cargo compartment. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them will cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Bamboo, do you have anything to add?
Hey, what do you mean the door was open? I know you opened the door and let all the ducks out!
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Give Change. Officers, as Give Change's neighbor, I must say something on their behalf. I know them.
Then tell me, why was my cargo... Officers, there's been
This isn't just about Give Change.
The only time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant...
I can't believe there's been a
Wise, Give Change was already working at 141 when we first moved here. But Give Change was the only... Look, let's go see what's going on.
Hi, Belle. Hi, Wise.
We overheard what happened earlier. Does the crowd leaving mean everything has been resolved?
Not yet, unfortunately. We discussed the situation and managed to calm everyone down.
Might I ask what the situation is now?
We took a look around the truck, and we didn't find anything suspicious. There are no security cameras in the area. And to review both of those...
If Fairy were to help, she'd...
Anyway, that'll take at least... After we explained the situation, the driver said his main concern is the whereabouts of the cargo. As long as he can deliver the shipment on time today, he's willing to reconcile. So, Tin Master and some other residents of 6th Street went to look for the ducks.
In that case, Wise, let's hurry up and go help too.
We'll accompany you as well.
Oh? I thought you were going back to the precinct.
The driver may have proposed a solution, but there's a likelihood of further conflict until all the ducks are recovered, so we can't just walk away. Junior officers would usually be responsible for these types of cases, but handing the task over would take time, and we don't want residents to think public security is evading our responsibility to the public. And there's something suspicious about this incident, so Qingyi and I decided to look for other clues while searching for the ducks.
Jiyuan, Qingyi. Thank you. Then let's get going. We're pretty good at finding things, right, bro? standing by. Need something?
Come on, let's get to work.
Just leave it to me.
My turn. Face me.
At your command.
You can't handle this.
This won't hurt. Preparing takedown.